glory to Satan, god of the winds, who said no to the face of those who said yes, who taught man to tear apart nothingness. He who said no thus did not die, and remained a soul eternally in pain. I hang from the morning's gallows, my forehead lowered by death, because alive I did not lower it. Oh, my brothers who are crossing the plaza, heads hung in silence, descending at evening's end, towards Alexander the Great Street. Do not be ashamed. Raise your eyes to me, because you are hanging alongside me on Caesar's gallows. So raise your eyes to me. Perhaps if your eyes met with death in mine, the void inside me would smile, because just once you raised your head. Sisyphus no longer has the rock on his shoulders. Those born in the slaves' quarters are carrying it. The sea, like the desert, does not quench thirst, for he who says no drinks his fill only of tears. So raise your eyes to the hung revolutionary. Tomorrow you will end up like him. Kiss your wives here, in the middle of the open road, for tomorrow you will end up right here. It is bitter to bow down, and the spider spins its web of death over men's necks. Kiss your wives then. I left my wife without saying goodbye. Should you see my child, whom I left on my wife's arms without an arm, teach him to bow down, teach him to bow down, teach him to bow down. God did not forgive Satan's transgression when he said no. The meek and the good-natured shall inherit the earth. When all is said and done, they shall inherit the earth, because they are not hung. So teach him then to bow down, for there is no escape. Dream not of a happy world, for behind every dying Caesar there is a new one, and behind every dying revolutionary there are futile sorrows and a tear in vain. O great Caesar, I have indeed transgressed, I do admit it. Here on my gallows, let me kiss your hand. I kiss the rope wrapped around my neck, for it is your hand and your glory which compels us to worship you. Let me atone for my transgression. Let me grant you after my death my skull, which you can mold into a cup for your strong wine. And if you do as I wish, should they ever ask you about my martyred blood, whether you granted me life just to snatch it away from me, tell them he was not resentful towards me when he died, and this cup made from the bones of his skull is my absolution. My killer, I have pardoned you. The moment after you were relieved of me, I was relieved of you. Still, if you wish to hang everyone, take my advice. Have mercy on the trees. Do not cut their trunks and erect them as gallows. Perhaps the spring may come this year of hunger. You will not smell the fragrance of fruit on branches. Perhaps the dangerous summer may pass through our land. You will cross the desert in search of shades. You will only see the sea-ring afternoon heat and sands, and the fiery thirst between your ribs. O Lord of white tombstones in the twilight, O Caesar of frost. My brothers who crossed through the square bowed down. Descending at evening's end, dream not of a happy world, for behind every dying Caesar there is a new one. And if on the way you see Hannibal, tell him that I waited for him at Rome's run-down gates, while beneath the victory arch, Rome's partitions awaited the conqueror of heroes, and the women of Rome between the gaudy decorations stayed awaiting the arrival of the Atlas-headed soldiers' crinkled hair. But Hannibal's soldiers never came. Tell him, then, I waited for him, but he did not come. I waited for him until I ended up in death's news. And in the distance, Carthage is in flames. Carthage was the sun's conscious, and has learned what it means to kneel. The spider is on top of men's necks, and words are choking. My brothers, Carthage the virgin is in flames. Kiss your wives then. I left my wife without saying goodbye, and should you see my child whom I left on my wife's arms without an arm, teach him to bow down. Teach him to bow down. Teach him to bow down.